All right.
Yeah, we got to see the terrain here. I mean, obviously there's the pond in the middle, but how do the hills look for the Aurora? Aeon is a strange one for me.
I suppose we'll see what's going on here quite shortly.
Yep.
Chat is currently predicting Telegeses and T3RD.
Well, yeah, that sounds like chat.
Wait, these are actually serious bases.
Hmm?
There's
How do
like
you mean?
T1PD in them and flak.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, this you'll see a lot in the map gen. You see basically that exact kind of base where it has flax, radar, energy storage, and it has PDs as well. But never really T2 PDs. But I've seen plenty of this basic base around.
All right. So for all of the money and the glory, we have Nexus up in the top with the purple Aeon and Tagada down in the red UEF on a random map on the random map gen with random civs, 11k reclaim, some kind of weird hills that maybe are not Aurora's best friend.
I think it should be okay. To be honest, I think it'd be fine. Doesn't look too bad at all. But there are mech marines.
All right, Arma has a very good point in that Aeon has lost every single time it's been played in this tournament,
I see.
and that's 7 times. So an O for 7.
Patrick drew, so that's not true already.
Well, that doesn't count because he replayed and then he lost, so it's a
Sure,
loss.
sure, sure.
If we counted all the
That's true.
draws, who knows?
That's true. That's true. Okay, Nexus looks like he's gonna get raided.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see some raid defense coming out pretty fast. Tega just straight beeline across to the expansion, and if this can just get in the back and just stay there, it's gonna be really annoying for Nexus to deal with.
Yeah, Tagada is like, look, he's made 2 labs and a scout. He only has 3 NGs, and he's now making a tank as well and a scout. So very few engineers in the opening. That's gonna hurt him later on in terms of economy, in terms of expansion. So he has to make some damage happen from the mech marines. And having them both in the same place is a bit strange for me.
Yeah, it's a bit strange versus Aeon. Versus another faction, I could see it because you can 2 labs versus a tank pretty easily.
Actually, that's probably what he's thinking is 2 labs versus. He needs 2 labs versus an Aeon lab.
Yeah,
One
that
v
might
one
be it.
he's definitely 1v1 he's definitely losing.
But he's actually splitting them up. So good micro, gets the NG kill. I mean, 2 mexes are already done. This one's going to try to spot this. Oh, and
Yeah,
actually
he should try and he should wrap around.
the flare that's going to defend against this is actually... Oh man, there's a big intel problem for both these players of trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Oh no, this mech marine gets stuck on the cliff. Flare takes half
Down.
damage. And it looks like this NG is probably safe.
Mm.
Meanwhile, these flares, they're just going to run into a tank and another tank.
Looks that way. Nexus, yeah, you can see expanding to the leftmost expansion. He's taking that now, whereas Tagada's quite a bit later. He's much later to the 3 mexes closest to him as well, below his base. So certainly paying for how many units he's built early on in terms of a lack of mass.
Alright, we need to play the Benny Hill theme here because this mech marine is just going all sorts of places. Wait, nope, it turned around
Oh,
because of a very bad misclick. But
micro. Yeah.
that was a retreat order that was actually misclicked to the bottom of a cliff. So it became an
Oh.
attack order.
Yeah, he was kind of trapped there. He couldn't actually get away. The terrain stopped him.
Oh, unlucky. The scout is aggroed onto the T1PD. So let's see.
Damn.
It has 1 DPS, and that has 1,300 health. So in approximately 10 million years, it'll be done.
Mm-hmm.
That's Swkoll math right there.
It's burger math. There's a flare on the right, looking for some targets. It's actually it's missed one engineer. And will these tanks be fast enough to intercept?
Well, they're not headed there, so that might slow them down a bit.
Yeah, true, they've stopped, which is not how you get anywhere. And flare's going to kill the that's actually quite a bad engineer to lose. It's going to lack a mechs, or two even.
Yeah, it's going to slow
It's a good
down
flare.
the expansion pretty significantly.
Nexus with a PD in his leftmost expansion, that makes a lot of sense. It's definitely looks to be the most exposed. The leftmost and obviously the rightmost is also relatively exposed, but there he goes for a factory instead. Just fair enough.
So a lot more land factories. Well, actually no, they're actually kind of even. It just looks like Nexus has more. 7 to 7. Yeah, they just have exactly the same.
Yeah, Tagada's more spread out, less adjacent to Nexus, which is certainly something that's relevant.
Minor benefit to Nexus. We're getting that Nexus adjacency.
Mm-hmm. And more importantly, Nexus has more mass extractors.
And well, Tagada's going to control this position faster. That's worth something.
He is, and but overall, well, okay, he's aiming to get the civs more quickly, which is going to help him a lot because the flax, the e-storage, this stuff is all valuable. It's quite a lot of mass there to be taken.
If I had to estimate, this is probably about 2K, 2.5K mass.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And also, he can shoot the stuff with this commander to get vet.
Free vet. We all love it.
Especially the energy storage is a good one to shoot.
Watch it explode next to the ACU, though. This is really scary.
Oh, no. It actually is going to... Oh, Jesus.
Look at it going. That's like 2K HP up the ACU. Oh, no, it's dead.
And the reclaim's gone.
Wow. Good job, Lobo. Real team player.
Oh. Friendly fire.
All right, halfway to the T2 land HQ for Tagada. Meanwhile, Nexus, he's not interested in such things. He's getting a lot of power, so probably a gun upgrade soon, I would expect.
Yeah, well, no, he's making T2 Air right now. He has a T2 Mechs and a second one on the way, and T2 Air is under construction, heading to 30%, as Tagada does what's normal in this situation for the UAF player, which is get to T2 land, because you don't want to be taking a lot of fights versus Aurora.
Yeah, just get the shield geese out, put some flak with them, and then boom, you're fine.
Yeah. Nexus is in the middle, and not really taking the Civ reclaim on the left. No. I don't even see many Lobos or Fervors. There's a couple.
Although somehow Nexus is up 200 reclaim.
Tagada actually should shoot this flak because I think it would be destroyed faster. And also give him veterancy.
That sounds about right. Yeah, Nexus is doing a good job getting all these little rocks on the map, which are pretty huge.
Thought they were little.
Well, they're little rocks. Getting them is huge.
Oh, I see. That's not confusing at all.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, the Mongoose is out. We got the P-Gen coming up, followed by an air factory, so very normal. And maybe we'll, bit of an ACU upgrade once the P-Gen's done.
Somehow this lab is going to get a kill at minute 8.
That is beautiful.
Incredible stuff. And maybe a second one.
You can do it, little man.
I believe in you.
2 mechs is upgrading for Nexus. I think Nexus has the right idea here, honestly. Make eco. There's very few mechs to fight for. Oh, Nexus is walking into the civs. That's That's very bad. In fact, he's gonna lose a lot of Aurora. Thankfully, they're not walled PDs, so he doesn't lose all of his Aurora, but he does lose 7 or 8 of them before he recognizes what happened.
Chat is pointing out that Tagada could be mercy sniped in this position.
Very easily, yeah. It's very true. There's no T1 anti-air around his ACU, mobile or static, and that's kind of the unit you want as, or alternatively just inties. But yeah, he's making the gun and he's very exposed. He's very far forward as he makes it. Nexus looks to be making range gun.
Yeah.
And now is sending some engineers to help him out with that, get some assistance going.
Yeah, he's a bit behind in the gun race, but I don't think that matters too much because what's Tagada's AC going to do? Spend the next 5 minutes walking to Nexus's base?
Yeah.
With no air control?
Exactly. Like, where's the ACU go?
I think it might go over to Nexus's ACU and, I don't know, shoot it.
Yeah, see, yeah, I don't really... I mean, see, the range upgrade makes perfect sense for Nexus, the double gun, because he's the one who is at T1 land, who has to deal with Mongoose, right? But for Tagada, he's sort of over there in the right, middle of nowhere, basically. Doesn't really have anywhere to go. He has to basically go left to use the gun right now.
This is a situation where I would have actually liked to see the T2 first.
Yeah, I mean, a TML, I don't know how far forward you'd have to be, but probably where he is fine to make TML hit pretty much everything.
People
and
forget
it's against Aeon.
ACU TML exists, guys. It only costs 1,500 maths. It's so good.
It does. But you need T2 as well with it, so... But yeah, it's certainly a very good upgrade. And Nexus went in with a gunship in the air, killed one mechs in the back, and then left. Not sure why.
His work there was done. He's forced Tagada to put a massive T1 army back there with a single mobile AA in it.
Well, true. Good kills on the Mongoose from the double gun comp. No shields, which is why he's losing Mongoose. With the shield, he may not have lost any there.
Alright, does Nexus know this ACU's here, though? No, he does, and he's going to back up. He doesn't want to be blindsided.
Yeah, I mean, he's fine fighting Mongoose with no shields. That's fine for him. As soon as an ACU is involved, he's just liable to die immediately. Tagada's struggle is not getting absolutely crushed in air. That's his struggle, and I don't know how he's going to manage it because there's a huge amount of Swifty production.
It's very scary, and especially because Tagada doesn't really have a lot of flak.
Airfight,
let's go. Swifties.
5 Swifties. 6 Swifties.
Better micro.
Tagada's doomed.
Tagada, yeah, no.
He could not afford to take that fight.
No, he couldn't. And, I mean, he had the T2 radar too, so he should have had an idea of what was going to happen.
Yeah, he had to stick his air directly over his flex and leave it there.
Yeah, now Tagada feels a bit scared. Gonna bring his ACU back.
Yeah, he's only got 1 flak in this army, and there's 1 behind that. He is liable to lose, Well, he has some mobile anti-air at the back. That's nice, and as long as they don't all get shot at the same time by the AoE gunship, he should be okay. But yeah, he's in a difficult spot now with no air control. He's gonna need a lot of anti-air.
And yet the eco is kind of balanced. Like map control, pretty even for all it's worth.
Well, Nexus has a lot more T2 mexes.
That's probably a big deal.
He has the core, and he has 4 behind that, and he's just started upgrading 2 more in the right side.
No,
so
it's
he does
8 to 5. So small edge. Very small edge. Don't worry.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's fine. But yeah. So Nexus still no interest in T2 land whatsoever, and that's kind of risky because I mean the longer this goes on, the bigger the size of the T2 army here for Tagada, and eventually, like, how are you going to stop the T2 army? You have to stop it at some point.
Oh, look at this
you can't
bait.
just
with the air fight.
Who's baiting who?
Oh, the gunships were bait for the inties to come in.
Ah, okay.
But Tagada, he's actually going to be aggressive for once in his life. It's incredible. Yeah, we're throwing the shade out tonight.
Yeah, all the time. Tagada has one flak there. I'm scared for what he's trying to do there.
One flak, one shield.
There's a lot of gunships around.
Flak isn't even under the shield.
Okay, there's 2 flags, in fact.
Yes. We've recounted.
Yeah. I'm worried because, I mean, these gunships can snipe flak pretty effectively.
Is Nexus dead?
Is he? I mean, well, if he doesn't turn around, yes, but he is going to turn around.
Like,
the
Tagada has great power.
Are nowhere
he can
near.
just focus and overcharge, and everything here can run in.
Oh god.
Like, don't even bother targeting anything else. Gunships being brought in, but the flak is still alive at this point. And here we go, all in. Overcharges on the ACU, attempts at blocking somewhat, and then...
Oh, he's focusing. He is focusing the ACU now.
He's focusing it. Blocks aren't good. But, like, he's carving a hole through Nexus's army. Now he's down into the red. Nexus can take the draw, but perhaps not.
No, Nexus got the win.
Nexus got away.
Oh, my God.
3k HP on the comm. Wow. What a series.
That was not a good decision. Oh, no.
I kind of liked it. Like, this was bad in the back. He didn't have air control. He had to make something happen. He's down on mexes. So just carve through, try for the win, maybe get a draw, or sometimes just lose the game.
Well. Okay.
It wasn't a great position, and he lost it anyway. But you know, you got to try these things. Better than
he tried. He almost. I don't know if it was necessary to do what he did, but I can see why. Great series. Fantastic final between these two.
Nexus takes it 4-3 over Tagada.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats to Nexus. Very hard fought win. Tagada was not giving it to him easily at all.